Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah Ivy. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, hi, I'm Aaliyah. I hope you guys are all holding up well during this time. I know it's very scary and crazy, so I hope you guys are all safe and healthy. I just sort of want to shower you guys with love and light during this time, hoping that everybody is doing okay and surviving despite how hard this is. Today's video, if you guys already seen the title, you know what this video is about to be about. I met the one and only Beyonce. Yes, I did. I met Beyonce herself in the flesh, and it was probably one of the most craziest experiences I've ever had in my life. And it was so short too. It was literally like a 15-second meet that I was able to talk to her, but it was just so surreal. Like, even talking about it right now, I feel like I'm getting goosebumps because I just still can't believe to this day that I actually met Beyonce. Like, just saying that out of my mouth sounds so crazy. So without further ado, let's get right into the story time. I remember the day to a T. I'll never forget this day. It was November 25th, 2019. I was working at Bergdorf Goodman at the time. It's like Bloomingdale's or Saks, but it's been around for a very long time. I was working there at the time. I was working on floor 2, where the shoes are. And it was around the holidays, so people were doing a lot of shopping for Christmas and New Year's, and it was just very busy. The store was always packed. A lot of things were going on sale around that time, so you know, people were just running in, buying gifts, going crazy, like running around like chickens with their heads off because everything was on sale. I remember I was bored, you know, my shifts, sometimes you get bored during your shift, so you know, you walk around, and I left to where I was stationed at to like walk around to the escalator side where people are coming up and down. And you guys, this was so crazy. All I remember seeing this lady and a really tall black guy with all black on, and then like another lady, and then I saw someone behind them, and I was like, who is that? So as I'm standing there, literally Beyonce comes down the escalator, and she had those people that were in front of her were her entourage, I'm guessing, because you know, they looked like people that were just, you know, there to escort her around and just make sure she had like a really smooth time while she was shopping. She came down the escalator, y'all. My heart is pounding right now just reliving this moment. Reliving this moment is making my heart pound, and I'm getting hot because I can't believe this happened. She comes off the escalator, we make eye contact, and I literally, my jaw drops. I'm like, is anybody else seeing this? But at the time, it wasn't where I went, where the escalators were, there weren't a lot of people, because that's just like where people come up and down. It's not very there's not a lot of traffic around there. It was just me, and then I think there was like a couple other people around the like Valentino area that were just like watching from afar. But I remember the lady that was with her was like, shh, please keep it down, like da-da-da, and I just couldn't believe it. So I remember we made eye contact, and she was just like, hi, and I was like, hi Beyonce. Like, my heart was in my asshole, literally, like could not believe it. It was crazy. And I went up and I was like, hi Beyonce. My eyes were watering. I literally started to cry. And I remember her entourage was just like, no pictures, you can't take pictures. And I was confused. I'm like, how are you gonna tell me I can't take pictures and this is freaking Beyonce? Like, this is unreal right now. Like, I can't believe this is happening and I can't take pictures of it. So I shook her hand and she was just like, wow, very pretty. I was just like, me? Like, you think I'm pretty? Like, I could cry right now just thinking about that because I cannot believe she spoke to me. Like, she didn't have to say shit to me. She didn't have to speak to me, but she really took the time to shake my hand, and she called me, and she complimented me at that. You guys, like, that made my whole day. That made the whole rest of the year for me. Like, I was like over the moon. Literally, I ran from where I was back to where I was stationed. That I told all my little coworkers, all the people I was cool with. Shout out to Brittany and Chooks, because they were the first people I told. I was just like, yo, Beyonce's here. They was like, you lying, you lying. I was like, no, she's in the building. Bro, when I tell you, everybody from all the other floors, like people who were not even on the second floor, who didn't work on the second floor, people from the 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, everybody came downstairs to meet Beyonce. And like, it was so crazy because everybody had their phones out, but our managers and our supervisors told us, like, you cannot take pictures. If you take pictures, they're gonna take your phone and delete it. nobody could basically take pictures of her that day. It was just crazy. Like, I wish I could take a picture of her because she was just such a goddess. Like, she was so beautiful. And it's different when you see somebody on TV and, you know, in the media, but when you meet them in person, it was just like overwhelming. It was so overwhelming. Yeah, it was crazy. You know, she walked around, she looked at some of the shoes, you know, just looking around. She didn't buy anything, but of course everybody and their mother was on the second floor, and people were running trying to take pictures of her, trying to like just get a look at her, because we couldn't believe that she was in Bergdorf Goodman. Like, we could not believe it. I think she stayed for like maybe like 10-15 minutes, but she was just beautiful, you guys. Like, gorgeous. I know she looks beautiful in pictures, but it really doesn't do any justice, because when you see her in person, it's just like, that's a god. Like, whoa. To this day, like, I remember she shook my hand, this right hand, and I remember I was like, I don't want to wash this hand. I'm not washing this hand because Beyonce touched this hand. None of y'all can say that. Like, none of y'all can say Beyonce touched you and called you pretty. For real, like, insane. I couldn't believe it, but that was definitely like a highlight of my time working at Bergdorf. I knew that I was gonna meet other, you know, famous people. In December, Lil Kim came. We didn't speak to her, like, we didn't say anything to her because she was like sort of incognito, but I remember she was like in an all Fendi down outfit, and she was with her daughter and a bodyguard. So, you know, famous people come in and out of there all the time. I forgot who. There was another celebrity that came. I think it was the lady Tasha in Why Did I Get Married? I think it was her sister, the bald lady. She came. She was mad cool. We all talked to her. We said hi to her. She was mad cool. But you meet famous people all the time when you're working in a luxury department store. So insane. I'm hot right now just thinking about it. I got sweat all up under here right now because I can't believe that I met her and that she was so sweet and that she spoke to me. So yeah, one day Beyonce, I'll meet you again, sis. And then there was people rumoring that, you know, Jay-Z was on the 7th floor with Blue and Kelly Rowland was up there, but I think those were just rumors to get people to like come running upstairs and like looking around. But yeah, I didn't do that because I didn't really care. I feel like if I met Beyonce, that's good enough for me. So yeah, guys, that's my little story time. I can't believe I met the Queen Bee. I really cannot. And the only part that sucks about it was that we couldn't take pictures of her. Like, not even videos of her passing by. Her entourage and her bodyguards really did not want people to know she was shopping because they didn't want to cause like a pandemonium. She's a person just like the rest of us. She wants to shop and do her thing, and you know, that would probably disrupt the process of shopping for whatever she was shopping for. So but yeah, guys, that's my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up, a really fat big thumbs up for me and Beyonce. Comment and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one.